When I hear Nike Vapormax NRG, I think of this dong right here. That is the Lahar from last year's brilliant pair of shoes. The one I'm showing you right here is in green, but also there's a variant in blue too. Two very, very nice shoes. Lots of luxe, and I think are really great materials. So when we look at today's shoe, and it's Nike Air Max or Nike Vapormax, or something, but it's definitely got that NRG in there, so I'm thinking lots of luxe, lots of really quality materials, but there's lots going on. You can see in the shoe yourself, if you don't even know anything about shoes at all, you can see that this one's really, really busy, and there's a lot going on because someone out there is going to take us to school, because I can see about 3 or 4 different shoes wrapped up in this shoe. Shoes from history, shoes from the past, but I think there's a lot more going on, a lot more stuff that I don't know about, and I want someone out there, anyone out there who knows more about this shoe than I do, to tell us in the comments down below which shoes it is from the history of the Air Max line that are wrapping it up in this thing right here to give us today's shoe, because there's a lot going on and there's a lot to see, and there are lots of different hits on there. I know about 3.5 of the shoes that go in to make up this shoe. The whole scramble is where it's mixed up together to get us to what we've got today, but maybe there's definitely a lot more out there that I'm seeing, so please let us know in the comments down below. I just love to learn at the channel. I think everybody else does too, so definitely take us to school. Tell us what's going on in this shoe. I'll tell you what I know, and if you could tell us a bit more than that, that'd be absolutely fantastic. So let's take a look at the upcoming release of the Nike Vapormax Evo NRG. This is a Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel. Tokyo Butter 23 sneaker channel des.毎日アップするので、毎日見てください. Every single day from Tokyo, Japan. I bring you content about upcoming sneaker releases, sneaker news, and sneaker reviews. And today, what's in the spotlight on February the 19th is the upcoming release of the Nike Vapormax Evo NRG. And this thing is just unbelievable. So many different shoes wrapped up in it. What I want to do with you guys today is just to go through the little hits on it that I know which shoes they are. And we're talking some 4-figure shoes wrapped up in this shoe right here for sure. And then also some of the hits on there that make it a great looking shoe. And while I'm doing all of that, someone out there is going to be telling us even more in the comments down below. So make sure you have a look down there to see if somebody can tell us stuff that's going on. There's a hit on the heel of these guys that I know it means something, but I can't find out what it is. So we'll look into all that right now. So first things first, I'm going to show you this right here. That's the War Hawk. This is considered one of the most iconic Air Max 90s of all time, and like I said, this is a 4-figure shoe. It's not just a 4-figure shoe like $1,500. We're talking over $3,000 at resale right now. It's one of the most iconic shoes of the last, I suppose 31 years now, since Air Max 90s came out 31 years ago. And like I say, it appears in your top 10 or your top 25 lists of Air Max 90s. And the big feature, of course, is on the side there, you've got that massive, can we call it a grin? Almost like an Air Jordan 5 shark teeth on the side gone wild. And then there's also towards the back, there's that hit of the army feature going on there. So this is the Warhawk was part of a bigger pack of multiple shoes. And then if we bring that to today's shoe, let's flip it out and have a look at today's shoe, the Vapormax Evos. Hopefully without me having to do anything, you can already see now. I'm going to guess that the face, the mouth part is going to be over my left shoulder here, and then the army sort of insignia is going to be over my right shoulder here. It might be reversed on the green screen, but they're the two main features that are brought forward from that historic shoe from the Air Max 90 line to this shoe today. So you're already getting that feel for that mashup effect, Air Max 90 in there, but there's also Air Max 95s if you ask me, and that's a personal thing. There's Air Max 96 I've read about, and Air Max 96 2s apparently, and Air Max Plus as well is in there too. So let's get through all of that and look at the different parts of this shoe. Now the place I really like to look at to find the different parts is on the heel, which is kind of surprising since the major hits are further forward in the shoe. So let's go around and have a look at the heel and you'll see what I'm talking about. This gives us two things. It gives us that feel of there's some parts of the shoes that are the same left and right. So what I'm talking about here is if you look at the grey panel that goes around the red and the blue branding panel, you can see that's the same on both shoes. Hopefully it's showing up on the green screen like I said. But the panels themselves are different, red and blue, so you get that sense that this left and the right shoes are different in some respects, but they're the same in other respects. So you've got that, like I say, that grey panel. That grey grey panel is something I want somebody out there to tell me for sure. I don't know what we'll call it, a bubble effect, or I don't know, it's some kind of circle, indent circle effect, and I couldn't work out for the life of me what it was. So, but I'm sure it belongs to like a big shoe, a historic shoe from the Air Max line. So, but that's the same on both. But then if you go down a bit from that, you see the mud guards, and you have to really look closely, and hopefully I'll find a way to look closely at these here, and you can get that sense of sameness and then that sense of difference from the two shoes, from the left and the right shoes. It's a really good place to get that idea that some parts of the left and right shoes are the same, and some parts of the left and right shoes are different. And another way to look at that is from above. So we'll go up and look down now. First we'll start with the heel, and not the heel, the insole and the tongue. And just to give you a close-up look at that on here, there's a lot of branding going on there with Vapormax, Air Max, Nike, a lot of stuff going on throughout that whole insole and tongue unit. But then if we come down from that onto the laces, the thing I really want to focus in on is the way that the outside edge is black and the inside edge is silver grey sort of effect. Silver grey, yeah, so I'm going to go with grey. Maybe it's silver, but I want you guys looking at this picture right here to be able to get the idea. You know, the outside edge, the lateral side of both shoes black, and then the medial side of both shoes silver. And again, that's to do with that consistency from the left and the right shoes, because they really have gone with that idea of changing just a few little things like that Warhawk branding on the side of these guys. Now, so we've got that, and there's also, I think I'm going to say the medial side. I can't remember which side it is, but there's one little hit of branding towards the heel, and I'll be zoomed in on it now. And I look at this and I just say, as soon as I see that, I think Air Max 95 tongue branding. So it's unusual to see on the upper like this, but I see the tongue branding on Air Max 95s with that kind of Air and Max split in an oval of different colours on the left and the right sides. So they're the things I know about the shoe, but before I go on, I should zoom in on that Lunar Landing part, because it's another part that I know about the shoe. So we've got the Lunar Landing, which we're zooming in on here, and you can see the surface of the moon. Beautiful shoe, iconic shoe. If you know that shoe, it's just the entire upper is just the whole lunar surface. Beautiful shoe. Brought out a shoe very similar to it, I think about a year to 2 years ago, was Mars Landing, so a Mars variant on that. But the Lunar Landing zoomed in on here, you can see that's one, and then you've got the Warhawks another, then you've got the Air Max 95s. They're things that I've been able to show you in the video. But let's have a look at the book. Doing this is like the book that comes with the pack, and I think it tells you every shoe that appears in this shoe, every shoe that's got a little hit in the shoe. And you can see in the screen here, I think what we've probably got up there is it an Air Max Plus and an Air Max, I want to say 96 too, but I can't remember for sure which one it is. But it's telling you these shoes kind of filter into this. But also here, another place that we get to see that is the box. The box tells us about a lot of the stuff that's going on in this shoe. And like I said, it's a lot more than I know about, and we need people out there to jump in on this and kind of give us, oh, that little yellow hit here is this, that tan hit there is that green hit there is this, and tell us the different shoes that mix it up and mash it up to make this shoe. And one of the biggest things that mixes up and mashes up is the very final thing to look at today is flip them upside down and have a look at the outsole, which is that Vapormax Air unit. And you can see it's got the Vapormax front to back full Air unit sort of going on there. One of the things I thought about when I looked at these guys was the way that they've put the outsole. I don't really like to talk about an outsole on a Vapormax, but they do have a sort of less weatherable part to the outsole that gives you a bit more durability, especially towards the toe and the heel. And you can see there's a little bit of colouring going on there, but it's not too much. It might represent something, it might not. Again, somebody may be able to tell us in the comments down below. But that's the last thing to look at in these shoes. So you know, the Lunar Landings, those Warhawks, Air Max 95s, Air Max Pluses, Air Max 96 2s, and much more, all crammed together in one shoe. And it's an incredible idea, and I think they've got it right. Usually I'm not a fan of these sort of mix and match shoes, but this one I think they've actually got it right. It's a pretty cool looking shoe. So I think there'll be enough in there, especially those Warhawks. They're just iconic. That's going to be enough to push this shoe and actually get a lot of people interested. So this one could fly off the shelves. So watch this space. For now though, time for me just to chip off. Got lots to do today, and got to get this video up there for you guys. I think this is Friday's video, shooting it on Thursday, and it's got to be up there by Friday. So which is is it the 4th or the 5th of February, around about that time. So time to shoot off. Thank you guys for checking out the content, and I'll see what I say at the end of every single video, which I do this every single day. So you are guaranteed to see me tomorrow.